Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. Hey, we cook up every single game, every single day. Yesterday, hey, if you follow me on Twitter, man, you know I was feeling like Pablo in Narcos, man, in the pool, just lonely, like no hoops. That was kind of insane. But hey, we did have NFL to fill the void. We did make money over the weekend betting NBA and NFL. And as I said, man, we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that watch these videos, man. I really, really do. If you appreciate the content that I do, man, hey, smash that like button for your guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I got premium plays over at the site. Hey, scoop up my NBA player of the day, man. Red hot on that play. 17, 5, and 2 last 24. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward, man. 2 games tonight. NBA in-season tournament night. Hey, I can't wait to sit back and watch it, man. Small card, but of course, I'm going to cook them up and try to smash it per usual, man. Hey, without further ado, let's do just that. Let's make some money tonight. And without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, first game up, man. We got the Boston Celtics. They're out on the road facing the Indiana Pacers. Pacers 5-point home dogs in this one. There's some injury news looming over this game currently. Tyrese Halliburton, game time decision with an illness. Huge, huge, huge. Kristaps Porzingis is also out for the Boston Celtics. Huge, but not as huge. You guys know what I say about the Indiana Pacers, and we've said this all season long. We've said it last year as well. If the MVP, the most valuable player, truly went to the player who was most valuable to their team, I think it is clear cut Tyrese Halliburton. This Indiana Pacers team, without him, would probably be one of the worst in the East. Simple. With him, they battle, and they're 10-8, and they're right there in the mix of things. They can beat anybody on any given night because they can run and gun with those boys, and he's the, what do I always say, the engine, the motor, the tires, the windshield wipers. He's the whole damn team. He scores it, sets everybody up, pushes the pace. We need Halliburton in there tonight if we're going to look at the Indiana Pacers. The thing is, we already know what's going to happen if he doesn't play. We already saw it. Boston ran these boys out the gym. What was the score in that game? These two teams already played once this season, and in that game, Tyrese did not play. Final score in that game was 155-104. That game was in Boston, and it was just a regular season game. But yeah, when Halliburton doesn't play with this team, they're one of the worst in the NBA. Short, sweet, simple. When he's on this team, you're watching them, you're like, God damn, who is this? The Pacers? Yeah, it's the Pacers, man. We've been on them a ton this season. This is what I also like in this one. I like the over. I think regardless if he's in or not, the pace is going to be up here, and we're going to get up and over this total of 241.5. That's what I think. I like the over here. If Halliburton plays, I'm on the Pacers, plus the 5, and I'm going to sprinkle some on the money line. If he's out, I'm going to take the Boston Celtics, and I'm just going to lay it whenever the news drops. The line right now, and I'm going to be honest, reflects that he's playing at 5, and I don't think many people know that. I think he's playing. It's an in-season tournament game. He's an illness. If I had to say right now, I think he plays, and I think we're getting a little value here with the Pacers as a home dog. That's my thoughts. We'll see. We'll see. Regardless, I like an over. Lean Pacers with Halliburton. If he doesn't play, lay it with Boston. All right, next game up, man. We got the Sacramento Kings at the crib, laying 3.5 points on the New Orleans Pelicans. Hey, we've already seen these two teams play twice this season. Both were in New Orleans. New Orleans won both. The first one, they blew the doors off of the Sacramento Kings. Final score, 129-93. They played again 2 nights later, and the Pelicans won that one as well, 117-112. Here's the thing. That first game for the Kings was as bad of a spot as it gets for NBA teams. They were on a back end of a road back-to-back with travel. It's basically a scheduled loss. We know that. We've been on those tight spots for most of the season. Terrible spot for the Kings there. 2 nights later, Pelicans did get them. And we have made money betting the Pelicans thus far this season. But Where have we made our money betting the Pelicans thus far this season? At home, at the crib. That's where they've done their best hooping. Here recently, they have left a lot to be desired out on the road. They lost back-to-back games to Utah. In Utah, a team that I think they're head and shoulders better than, but they lost back-to-back there. And Utah didn't even have their best player marketing, I don't believe, in that series, in that little two-game series. And then we just saw them lose to the Chicago Bulls. Yes, they were on a back end of a back-to-back against the Bulls, but in that same breath, it's the Bulls. You know what I mean? We've been fading the Bulls all season. The Bulls are really not good. That team is on the cusp of breaking up any day now. The Pelicans leave a lot to be desired on the road. I think getting the Kings here at home, motivation spot, double revenge, I think we see them show up at home. I really do. 3.5, I would just go ahead and lay that. I think the Kings win the game, 3.5. I would lay it because let's say the game is a 2-point game, 3-point game, 4-point game down the stretch. What usually happens at the end of basketball games? Late game fouling, free throws. I'm comfortable at 3.5. I think they win here probably by 5, 6, 7 points. I would also look at an over. I think this is going to be a fun back and forth game. A lot of offensive firepower here. I think defense is kind of an afterthought. I think the pace of play here is going to dictate that. I like an over, and I like the Kings in a double revenge spot at home. I think they win this game, so that's what I like. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, hey, smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Scoop up my NBA play of the day. 17, 5, and 2. Last 24, man. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. Small card tonight, just 2 games, but I just cooked them up and smashed it, hopefully, per usual for you guys, man. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Let's make some money today. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I'm out of here. Peace.